Hello everyone, I am Tacet, and today is Invasion Week 3, Day 6, though even though it is, we actually aren't doing invasions, because of course we've completed out all the battles, unless you guys do want me to go over something. Otherwise, I believe the main thing we're going to be messing around with is the PvP team that we were using a little bit earlier. And that was the Sphinx double Bombot with a Dawnbringer in the back of it. This is very similar to the Deep Boar double Bombot with a Black Manacle, except slightly different. We'll be going with the whole aspect of basically getting the Bombots up, getting the Sphinx up, then getting the Bombots up, throwing the Sphinx down, and then going from there. Also, we can throw Dawnbringers pretty much any time we want within all that mess to get even more value. I'll just go for that, go for single Bombot, and it just has so much stats this week that it hits like 60 plus at default without even getting a buff on it, which is quite nice. But anyways, we'll go open the orb in a second. Of course, one of our major things that we do have is, of course, the major orb. So we'll see exactly what's in there, and then get extremely disappointed seconds after as soon as we open it. As long as it's blue or purple, I'll be fine with it. If it's anything else, especially the green orb. The green orb's the absolute worst. At least the orange orb, if we're ever planning on doing power orbs, will at least be somewhat useful for that purpose. But if we get a green orb, they're giving us so many free green orbs from these things that it's just completely useless if we get it off of that. So hopefully we will not. Who's on the leaderboard right now? Wait, Makeo? That's not... No. I thought it was McKay for a second. That other one. I don't recognize most of these names. Oh, Janus, I know that one. Let's see. Why do I not remember most of these names? Hilarious seen around some. But yeah, it's kind of interesting because the way that this is set up, it can pretty much just be anyone on that leaderboard from week to week. Even people we've never seen before, because it comes down to mainly who throws the most resources. And I don't feel like as many people are doing that on these kind of weeks. I would assume not as many people are anyways. But if you guys have any other questions or anything, just let me know. Also, hello Danny, hello Bunny Killer, hello William. And let's just go see what's in the orb already. The suspense is killing me. Let's just get it open. Where is it? Invasion, rewards, collect. What is it? Probably something horrible. Come on, blue or purple. No! Worst orb! Congratulations! Major orb of growth. Good job. Okay. Well, that was useless. How many are we up to right now? Probably like 9, 7, 8 numbers? 7. We're at 7 right now. Technically 3. I believe the other 4 was from free from the things. So we have 3, 2, 2, 3. So hopefully that means we're getting a blue orb and then an orange orb next. Then we'll be at perfect RNG. Otherwise, that'll be a little bad because we definitely need more of those. So we could eventually either do them into power orbs or just use them on something. Like whenever we get a new common or rare that might be useful for it. Anyways, that's that. Let's go do dungeons real quick since we actually don't need to go do the other game mode. Might as well just go clear through this and then spend most of the rest of the time in PvP. Gonna do this without the Sphinx, and it's actually already set up, so perfect. We just go right into that and we'll be good to go. Move that over. Firebomb, firebomb. Sunbird dead. Actually, yeah, we'll need a Rowan in there. One little Rowan to poke them all. But like she got 0 mana there. She only managed to get 3 out of all that, but luckily we can get off that cascade and take it out. But yeah, it does seem like the next patch is very soon. Again, we still don't have any official dates. Doesn't seem like they posted anything more yet this weekend. But maybe they might mention something on Monday because that's when all of them will be around and kind of talking. Plus, Salty will be streaming that night, so maybe she'll give us finally the spoilers that we want. She's been hinting at it so much, but hasn't really been giving too much information. But it is, like, right around the corner. Oh, I still haven't checked the beta thing either to see if I can see any of it. I would do that right now, but I wouldn't be allowed to show it on stream. But I should probably go double check that. I'm really curious if they did add pets just so I could peek at it slightly. I'll go move that over. Take the brown over. Take that down. Double firebomb. Go from there. Hello, Questor. Welcome. Welcome. Alright. Rowan, Sunbird. Which order do we do this in? Since he still has his armor, we actually go with the Rowan first. Because this will make it so he skulls. And then we can go grab that mana that's just sitting there, and then Sunbird, and then we get the armor right back without actually reducing our damage at all, which ends up working out quite nicely. And then we just go into Rowan, and that should be enough. And if not, we have Sunbird right there. And that is indeed enough, and that's that. Claim our little thing. Might stop buying these eventually. Unless they can confirm that something's actually going to be used for these things, I should probably stop accumulating them. Because we have such an excess of those resources, yet nothing to throw them in. Maybe they'll be used for pets. No, I think they only use that for Soulforge stuff. But currently there's like nothing good to throw those Soulforge resources into. They made all these resources and they're all useless. Shards only get converted into diamonds because everything else is useless to convert it into. All these 6 color things don't get used for anything pretty much. And yeah, that's it. That's pretty much that in a nutshell. They're just all useless other than diamonds, pretty much. Because there's nothing to throw the excess colors into. Once you get every weapon, well, what do you put it into? There's, well, I guess there's technically the 1 weapon every week if you didn't buy it with gems, but most people just buy it with gems who are bothering to even get that in the first place. And then there's these little things, but these are pretty useless, particularly to late game players because there's no real benefit to opening these. For newer players there is. For late game players, we already own every single one of the troops that are ever popping up here. So it would just be a waste of resources. The 100 souls we put into it is more than the... we'd automatically be losing resources. Even if we get an epic. I think an epic only disenchants for 75 souls, I think? I forget what it was. 50, 75, 1 to 2. Which is less than 100. Plus you have to throw resources at it, so what's the point? Anyways. Let's go into PvP. Mess around with Bombots. Apparently against a Sunbird Firebomb team. Kind of similarly thematic. And slightly annoying too, because it's going to hit my Bombots quite early into the battle, that is for sure. So we'll let him do his thing. See if we can get the browns going. Take the brown into reds, go from there. Is he even going to go bother for a skull? It does look like he is. We'll go take a brown down there. That will give us the purple that we need through the cascade as well. Yeah, that will give it to full mana. Unfortunately, that will not get our Bombots up, and I might actually be bottlenecking them a bit if I do that. I'm still doing it though. So we'll go do that. Now we have the slight issue where we're kind of completely blocking them, but we can just go for a Dawnbringer here, use that to protect it, and then move from there. Of course, you didn't search. And yeah, we're not getting good luck today, are we? Particularly this afternoon. What key should you use to try to get Queen Titania? Well, there's no key that has a particularly over-the-top chance of getting her. Like, if you're looking for one just says, like, a higher chance or something, there currently isn't. The only time she'd ever be available a lot would be, Bright Forest. Yeah, that's the right kingdom. But yeah, she would be within the Bright Forest event whenever that comes around, though I don't believe there's a Bright Forest anytime in the near future, unfortunately. But, other than that, you kind of just have to hope she's in the Soulforge. But if you are going to open keys for her, the best 2 keys to try to get her specifically would be gem keys or VIP keys. You can also get her in glory keys, though the chance in getting her in that one is a bit lower. Yeah, it would be completely random drop chance. There really isn't an easy way to focus her unless you can find her in the Soulforge 1 week. That or the events, but of course with how many kingdoms are, how many are there these days? There are 32, soon to be 33. And it takes a long while before they rotate, that is for sure, with how many there are. Let me just double check that real quick. I do not believe there is a Bright Forest anytime soon. Not within the next month or so. Let me just double check it real quick. Get rid of this. And search. Let's see. Bright Forest, Bright Forest, Bright Forest. Nope. No time in the next month or 2. Oh no, there is one coming, though there is no date currently assigned to it. It's about 6 to 8 weeks away is likely the next Bright Forest event. Somewhere around 6 to 8 weeks away. We don't really currently know at the moment, though, unfortunately. But somewhere's within that time frame. 6 to 8 weeks. And then you'd be able to get her pretty easily off of event keys, if you happen to have event keys accumulated, if you really want to get a Queen Titania. She's pretty good. She's the one of the better fairy fires in the game, but there's really only 2. There's Glitterclaw and her. There are a few others that do it, but they are the only 2 viable ones that do the fairy fire mechanic. But yeah, she's pretty nice to use. I use her quite a bit in this team that I've been showing a little bit the last few days, though we've been using it a lot prior as well. But the Alchemist Moneylender, Yagway, and Queen Titania, you don't necessarily have to do it with Alchemist Moneylender, just a cheaper option, and I actually love using that combo, even though it is the cheaper option. There are some combos that you could technically do that might be better, like doing a Gorgolfa or Ragnagord combo into a red mana generator, like let's say a Ragnagord Hellcat or something along those lines. You can also combine them into a red day if you really wanted to. The only thing we'd even need to replace if we were to do this exact team would probably be Moneylender. Well, I guess Alchemist too. We'd have to replace Alchemist with Ragnagord, and then Moneylender with a mana generator of some kind, or something to keep us protected within Guild Wars. Anyways, let's go take ourselves a red. We'll let him have the skull. Go and get ourselves to full mana on our Alchemist, and as long as we have alignment, should be good to go from there. All we have to do is extra turn it, get him to full mana. And he is not full mana yet, apparently. Okay. Well, we'll go and take a Brown Surge, get that up, and now we'll be good to go. Or no, we will not. Never mind. I need to go clear out the board. I probably should have actually manually taken that purple. We could have gotten that for a full Queen Titania. Oh, we'll go do that. Get one more Alchemist down, just to get one more Moneylender to clear up the board. Queen Titania, why don't you have full mana? Still, how do you still not have full mana? Okay, we'll go and have one more Moneylender for you, just to get you up. And now we should be good to go. Throw that down. Yagway, throw it down again. Repeat. Rinse and repeat until we win. Okay, that wasn't full mana, so we'll go for that. Throw down it. Oh, we're one off. And I don't have alignment, do I? I do not believe so. We can't get it on purple. I can't get it on brown. And, well, I could get it on red, but obviously wouldn't want to do it on that. I guess we'll convert out purple. Get him with a poke. And we still don't have it. We still have it on red, but again, wouldn't want to do that. We'll just go take that down, I guess. Take a red poke. And now we finally have Alchemist, so we'll go get that out of here. Get that down. That somehow did not extra turn. And even with his red generation, we are not aligned to get the anything off of Yagway right now. So I might just manually take a red so we can get the double poke that way. And it still didn't surge. We got a couple surges in there, but none of them were actually on Queen Titania. We'll go grab that. I believe this is enough damage. No, it is not, actually. It's boosted by every red, but there's only 2 reds in play, so that's, what, 30 damage? Yeah, 30 damage. So we'll have to go Yagway. Get that down. We actually still got the Fairy Fire on it after the fact. And we can just throw it down again and do it into a Queen T. Never mind, I don't even need Queen Titania. Down it goes. Hello, Simple! Welcome. Also, hello, Sean. Welcome as well. But yeah, Queen Titania and all the other ones are from, what's it called? Silverglade. I mean, not Silverglade. Bright Forest. So if you ever want to get them from keys or anything, that's the time you'd want to try finding it. There isn't too many good things in this kingdom, though. It's pretty much just Glitterclaw and Queen Titania. But doing event keys during this time would give you all the Fairy Fire options you would ever need. It's a pretty nice mechanic. Fairy Fire, for any of you that don't know, does 50% additional damage, magic damage, when you hit an enemy. It's basically like Hunter's Mark, except for magic damage, which is quite potent, because magic damage is a lot more spammable than Skulls, especially since you can single target it as well, so you don't have to simply do it from the front line down like you normally would. With it, you'd just be able to hit whatever you'd want, which is quite nice compared to just hitting it from the front line down. Just because it's you can take out whatever the actual targets are in the opposing team instead of just going down the line. Which is going to be one of the probably biggest downfalls of Doom Skulls as well. The one thing that will probably keep it in balance is the fact that any team that runs Doom Skull oriented will be restricted to only hitting the first slot. You would have to have other components on your team to be able to hit anything other than first slot. Alright, we'll go get this down. I think that will probably be the biggest thing that will actually determine if Doom Skulls are going to be good or not. Or if they're going to be overpowered or just kind of average. Is, will mitigation actually stop them? Because if mitigation doesn't work on them, they are going to be so strong. And currently, mitigation does not work when you explode standard skulls, so it might not do it for Doom Skulls either. Yeah, we'll throw that down, and that's matched. Didn't even need the second Yagway. Already enough damage. Just off of Queen Titania's 50% extra damage off the Fairy Fire. And another one of these things, I should probably stop fighting them. They're pretty easy battles, but they're really annoying because you have to double kill them. It's nice if you haven't already done the event, but we already finished the event. Alright, we'll go move that over. What else do we need to move around? I guess we'll take a... brown gives him blue extra turn. How bad is that? He hits us for a freeze. He hits us for damage. Oh yeah, he gets way too much value off of that. I can't do that. We'll have to go and, I guess, take a yellow here. The brown's actually safe because he took that move, so that's nice. We'll go grab that. Nothing really good to go for here. We go to blue into yellow. Surge is full mana, I believe. I forget if we have a +1 on him. If we do, that will be full mana. What's our banner? It has to have yellow in it in some kind. Yeah, it does. Okay. What is our banner, though? I completely forget. Okay, we'll go get an Alchemist down. I'll need to go double check that after. I assume it's the... Let's see. Minus blue. I'm trying to think of what the minus blue banner is that we might be using right now. That awkward moment when you can't remember all the +2, +1s. I don't think I'll ever memorize every +2, +1 properly. I'm so bad at doing it. They just need to have a version of every single one. Oh yeah, we'll go move that down. Let's go get Moneylender going. He can actually win this if we're not careful. We have 2 different ways we can move this. I feel like every single way gives him something though. We'll go move it that way, just to hopefully not give him anything. Moneylender. You're not... Oh, you are frozen because Queen Titania. I think I still throw it, though. We're not frozen on green, so we'll grab that. We're not frozen on skull, so we'll grab that, too. Get some more fairy fire down on them. I think we do go for this, because if we go for Yagway, we don't really get anything out of it. Plus, we're just feeding him a red free turn right there. Well, apparently we're feeding him a lot of red at free turns, though, from the after effect. Well, we extra turn here, but we get blocked because of the thing, so we don't actually extra turn. Ooh, we got the cleanse at pretty nice timing. So we'll go get that over. I have enough damage to kill there. Then we can go into Yagway, and then that should redeem our battle. He's going to get that. I can't stop it, though. So we'll throw that down. He'll get a freeze on us. Nothing we could have done to that one. Get that down, and there we go. That was a little sloppy, but it came through. What was our banner again? Oh, yes. Wait, why are we running that one? Oh, because the minus blue banner is probably all useless. Actually, there should only be one. Minus blue. It's probably why. Minus blue, minus blue. Oh, no, there's 2. There's Summer Banner and one other banner. And that's a +2 green, +1 purple that's useless to us. And there's one other one, almost guarantee. Yes, there was. The Talon Banner. That actually would be okay to use, a Talon Banner. So I guess we have it set as a +1 so we could get the +2 red so we can get the quicker Alchemist. That makes sense. But this would give us quicker Yagway and quicker Moneylender. Though then again, getting quicker Moneylender means nothing. Well, then again, both of them are feeding into quicker Moneylender, though. You know what? I actually think it is better if we go Talon. Yeah, let's go Talon then. That makes more sense. Because if we go for double Moneylender, it would be better that way. Yep, we're only 13 subscribers away, or some amount similar to that, until we hit 8,000. I think we will be able to by then. And of course, we will be doing that one video on Monday going over the full progression of the game. Something I've been meaning to cover for ages, but the 2-year anniversary will be the perfect time to actually finally go and cover it. So that will probably bring in quite a bit too. Normally guides do in general. Because some people just look around for guides. They don't follow the streams and everything like that. That and the Monday videos, of course. Actually, that's where we started at. That's actually what the 2-year anniversary is of. Us doing those videos every single week. Because technically my YouTube channel has been around a little bit earlier than that, but I haven't been doing YouTube consistently until the 23rd, 2 years ago, when we ended up doing, starting the whole event week video thing. Okay, we'll go take a brown surge here. We're actually going to be 1 mana off, but that's fine. He's going to take... Oh, no, I can't do that. If I do that, he's going to take his next turn will be a skull into a red extra turn, and he's not frozen. So I'm actually going to let him do that. So hopefully he'll take that... Oh, wait. Yeah, never mind. For a second, I thought there wasn't another move on the board. But hopefully he'll take that brown. Okay, he doesn't. Maybe I could still bait him into it. Okay, I'm about to take this brown because he appears to not want to take it. Yeah, I'm just going to take it. I don't trust him in taking it at this point. So he'll go do that. We'll get Moneylender up. Get all of our mana now. Take Skull Poke. We're not silenced. I mean, we are not frozen, so he can't do anything with that. We'll go and see if we can get a Queen Titania down. Don't actually need it. We don't have enough gold to really land the Moneylender. I might still go for it, though. Yeah, it did miss. That was to be expected. Figured I'd give it a shot, though. Well, I guess we should have just threw the Yagway then, at this point. But we'll go for the kill. Get that down. A lot of greens. I do not really need green, though. Kind of. I guess we need it for Yagwe. We don't need the blue for sure. Oh, is that an extra turn? I think that is. No, it's only a 3-pair of green. Double 3-pair. Oh, somewheres in that was extra turn. What did we extra turn on that specifically? A blue? Hold up. Instant replay time. Yes, we extra turned a blue out of that. Interesting. That's kind of weird. We got a double blue drop that ended up aligning with the other blues that were already on the board. Oh, and he gave us perfect Yagwe right there. There's only like 5 purple and we still landed it. Very nice. What else do we need? I guess we'll keep the reds on the board. Take the green to get him up. Throw Yagwe down off of no alignment. I guess we'll... we still throw it, I think. A lot of damage. It's pretty much dead. What was that, 89? Very nice. We get that into another hit, and we'll be good to go. Just have to poke him with pretty much anything. Doesn't even matter what at this point, so I guess that will be Yagwe, since he's the closest. And let's match. Take the red. Oh, hello, no surge. We'll take another red. Hello, Alchemist getting unsilenced. Really? Well, anything, knock it out. Don't you have enough reduction to stop us too? 60% reduction. How do we work around that? I guess we go for... I don't think a skull's enough. What's 60% of 27? Yeah, he's not burning right now. That's not enough. That is not enough damage. And we don't have any alignments. Though, then again, at this point, I might as well just take the skull because we don't have too many other options. I could just double red at this point, and that'll kill him out. I don't have Alchemist on anything other than red right now. And I can't even take... Oh, yeah, I can take 1 red. Okay, we'll go grab that, I guess, then. And he silenced the thing, which means I can't even take reds anymore to go and poke him for true damage. Actually, we can't do anything to kill him now, other than, I guess, taking a skull. So we'll do a really weird move. We'll get rid of our red on the board. And yeah, that doesn't leave us with much now, does it? I was kind of hoping we could cascade into something. Apparently not. We'll just go try that into a skull. And down it goes. Good evening, Sea Dog. Welcome. Can I go over banners for you real quick? How they work? Banners? Yes. Banners and links actually work a little bit differently ever since they made a weird change to the game that kind of completely broke them. But yes. So banners. You set them per team. Basically, what they do is every single time you take this, take these manas off the board in either a manual move or from them matching in 3, 4, 5, or any amount bigger than that. Whenever they get matched together, you will get this amount of additional mana when you do so. So, for example, when we use this team, we're going to get 2 additional brown, because that's what this banner does. 2 additional brown whenever we take a brown, either from just manually moving it, or if our Bombot, let's say, explodes and then it cascades us a brown, we'd also get the 2 extra brown in that instance. The banner does not give you any extra effect if you destroy the gems or if you explode the gems. So destroying and exploding, this banner will have no effect on, but if you match them either from 3 pairs, 4 pairs, 5 pairs, manually moving them, things that convert stuff over, all those things will end up giving the extra bonus. One interesting thing about this compared to mana links is when you set it as your banner, it can trigger multiple times on one board. Basically, for example, let's say you created a bunch of browns on the board, and you did a 3, a 4, and a 3 all simultaneously. You would gain in different locations on the board on the exact same turn, at the exact same instance. You would end up gaining 6 additional mana, 2 for each thing. Whenever you use a link, it's a little bit different in that it will only trigger once per instance. So if you go and do the exact same thing, you get a 3 brown, a 4 brown, and a 3 brown, and let's say you have 2 brown links on your team, you would only end up getting a total of 2, because each of them only trigger once instead of multiple times, unlike the banners, which can trigger multiple times per instance. It's a little bit different. The reason for this is because they made a change a couple versions ago, where traits can no longer multi-trigger on the same instance. The main reason for this was they did this to kind of nerf 4 times and 5 times gem match abilities because they were pretty strong. But in doing so, they also nerfed all the links, basically making it a lot more prevalent what your banner pick is, mainly because it is able to multi-trigger. So this is mostly relevant for things like gem spawning teams. So things, let's say, like Web Spinner, Yasmin's Chosen for greens, Rockworm for brown, and really just anything that creates a lot of gems onto the board specifically. The banner choice is really important. As far as banner choices in general on teams that you go for, troops that tend to need banners the most or need a +1 banner the most are troops that have 4, 7, 10, 11, 13, and 15 mana tend to need a +1 for their banner. And troops that tend to need a +2 are troops that have 8, 10... Maths. 8, 10, 15... sorry, 8, 10, 13, and 15 are the troops that tend to need a +2 banner. And yeah, that's pretty much everything with them. And you basically just put your banner into either your biggest generator, mana generator, or your biggest board control, one of the two. Normally you should not put it into your damage source. The main reason for this is it's much better on whatever your generator is. So for example, on this team right here, our banner is currently set into our mana generator of Moneylender. Our previous banner that we had set was set into both the Alchemist and the Moneylender, as far as our banner choice. But yeah, whatever your mana generators are the main thing you'd want to actually throw that into. Also, hello Captain, hello Max, welcome, welcome. Yes, if you match a 3, you would end up with 5. One thing to note about links and banners, though, is that they do not multiply with the surge. Whenever you take a 3, you have a % chance based on your mana surge chance that's on your hero page that will end up basically doubling the amount. So instead of getting 3, you would get 6. This does not, however, double links nor the banner. So let's say we were to have, right now we have a +2 on yellow. But let's say we were to surge it. Hopefully we surge it right here. Yes, as you can see right there, we ended up surging it. That ended up giving us, normally that would have given us 3 mana, and then it gives us the +2, which would have been 5. But you notice we got 8. This is because it ended up doing the 3, it then does double that, which gives you 6, and then it adds the +2 after the fact, which gives you 8. It does not multiply the banner bonus that you have. It just adds it on to whatever you get after the fact. And the same thing applies with a 5 times. If we get a 5 times, it would normally give us 10 mana, and whatever our link is, it would just, or our banner, it would just add it on top of that. So if this was to take a 5 times yellow, it would go to 12 mana. It would not go to 14. Well, it couldn't go to 14 even if it wanted to, but you know, assuming it had that much mana pool, it wouldn't even be able to go to 14. Well, we'll go, and I guess we just throw a Moneylender here. It's barely any gem spawn, but we don't have too many other moves. And we actually got it, or at least enough to land it, so that's fine. Go get that down. Oh yeah, we could also double 4 times. I forgot about that. Now that we have him onto a +2 yellow. Yeah, we'll go for that down, because that'll be enough. Pretty much gives us everything on our team. Get that down so we can get another Moneylender if we want. Move that over for Skull Poke for free. And yeah, I guess we just Moneylender into the double poke, and that's match. Is there enough? Yes, it is. If that's not enough damage, we have Skulls, though it's way overkill already. Yeah, no problem, Night Runner. That does remind me, I haven't made a detailed video going over banners ever since they made that really weird change to traits. Also, I don't even think they're fully aware of the error that is currently... Or I don't even think they're that aware of the discrepancy between links and banners. Because last time I asked them, I think it was kind of during a Q&A, they didn't really address it completely. But they kind of just assumed they both work exactly the same way. But ever since a few patches ago, they don't. Ever since they made the 4 times, 5 times traits not trigger multiple times, it kind of completely messed up how links work on troops. But hopefully they'll address it eventually. If they ever do another Q&A, I'll probably ask them again. They haven't done a Q&A for a while, though. I think it's been like 2 months now. I think they're still kind of getting through the process of moving office and all that. What do we even need here? We'll go take the red into brown. See if we can get an Alchemist anywhere in here. We'll go throw it onto green, I guess. Get that over. Take for brown. Throw a Moneylender. Should be good to go from there. Go get that. Get the damage in there. Get both of them up. Queen Titania. Throw Yagway again, and that should be the wipe, or almost wipe. We'll take some red just for damage, and dead. There's a high possibility next week we'll bring the patch, though no confirmation on that yet. But based on how much they're spoiling, it is definitely very, very soon. I would expect it to be pretty much this month. They might be trying to push it out by then. But they're posting way more spoilers than what they normally do right now. And that's normally an indication that it's right around the corner. Because they don't start posting spoilers around thing unless it's pretty much already confirmed. Oh, we'll go move that over. Go get an Alchemist in here. But yeah, I'm looking forward to pets. Should be fun. I just hope they implement it nicely. As long as they do, it's going to be a fun grind. They're also so adorable. Let's see. I don't even care what the dragon does. I am focusing on getting it immediately. I don't care if it has like the worst resource gain ever compared to the other ones. I will be focusing as the first pet if it's possible to do so. Based on what Salty says, I believe you can focus them specifically. What do I want here? There's not a single good move. I think we take red and hope for a skull. Or yellow. We had two possibilities of extra turning there, and we didn't hit either of them. Though both of them were only a 1 in 7 chance. But we'll go through the brown down. Get a moneylender in there. Actually, yes? No. Yes. Contemplating. Okay, we'll go through Queen Titania down. That should be enough. And actually, I don't even need to do anything else. Queen Titania is already the full wipe. You just got Kraken finally? What is a good team with it? Anything with Giant Spider, anything with Gorgoltha. One of my favorite teams is generally Gorgoltha, Kraken, Giant Spider, and one other troop. Depending on what you might want to run in that, is what you would end up putting there, or what you even have. But yeah, whatever your other really big, whatever your other... Oh, I had to set the title as that, and I barely even been using it. We'll go and get a Gorgoltha in there. Gorgoltha, Kraken. You can also go Forest Troll, Kraken, Dawnbringer, Queen Mab, or any of those other similar teams. It's one of the more popular defend teams at the moment, but also works for invading. This, Giant Spider, and then one of the purple utility in the back. As far as big purples that you could put there, let's see. Trying to think of one that's not a mythic. Obviously, the first thing that's coming to mind right now is Infernus. But for the obvious reason, I can't go and use that one. Let's see. What do we still need as far as colors? We need a purple-red in order to cover every color. Queen Titania seems like it would be the best bet then. It doesn't multiply its final trait, but it does multiply the damage off its ability. And that should be good to go. We can either go into Giant Spider as our banner or into Gorgoltha, either or. I think in this case, I will be going into Gorgoltha, which would be a brown-yellow banner then, which is all the way over here. And then we're pretty much good to go. Yeah, Gorgoltha, Kraken, Giant Spider, Queen Titania, or any other big red purple that you have. Though I don't think you could get away with Giant Spider. Dragon Soul. I don't think you can get away in this team because you need it to make sure it does damage. And while that does do damage, I don't think it would be enough in this context of this team. So right off the bat, we will want to go for Gorgoltha Rush since that's what we set our banner to. So we'll go get all of his mana right there. He ruined that one Cascade, but we can get a lot of mana out of that, so I guess it's fine. He doesn't get his free skull, but oh well. Oh, never mind. That actually is a big issue. He almost just... Oh, he already got Scion. Okay, that is actually a really big issue. Well, what do we do from here? I guess we go and get a Kraken down. It did not devour, and he does get a Drain. So next best bet will be to get that back up. Hopefully he does not go too crazy when he recasts that. I don't have anywhere to go on the board, so we'll just go for the Gorgoltha there. Clear the board, hopefully start getting this team running now. And we got Giant Spider up. That will be what we need to start really rolling with both of these. I guess Scion again, though. That Drain is really tearing us apart this time around. I don't have anything that has immune to Drain on this particular team, so we don't have any way to work around that. We don't currently have enough reds on the board. Kind of hoping that we could eventually clear out enough with Gorgoltha. Apparently not. Queen Titania doesn't get a free turn right now, unless we could get a bunch of them to fall. We have Scion up to first slot now. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing at this point. I'll go through a Kraken, hopefully extra turn it. We did not land extra turn, but he might get skull distracted, which does take all of our mana, but at least allows us to have a turn to go do something, like throw Queen Titania for a bunch of damage. And there we go. Well, we win, but barely to mass drain. Well, we'll go take another blue. Get a Giant Spider in there, do it on brown. And yeah, I guess we'll just play it safe, take Skull, then throw a Kraken, because it's not been going too well in our favor so far. Oh, I could have killed it. I forgot we fared fire on it. That would have been enough damage. But down it goes. Yeah, something along the lines. Doesn't necessarily need to be those exact troops. But the premise of Gorgoltha, Kraken, Giant Spider, one other troop is enough to normally win out. Also, it works pretty good for Green Day as well, Guild War. Going something like Dark Maiden, Kraken, Giant Spider, and one other troop that uses purple that's also green tends to be pretty decent. Because you have your summoner, you have your mana generator, you have pretty much every component you really need in the team. Let's see. You hope it's before the vault events? That is a possibility. Because if they were to do an update, it would probably be somewhere around Tuesday to Thursday. So that would actually be before the vault. Why specifically before the vault? I guess maybe whatever the thing that you have to do to farm pets, maybe it would be associated with treasure gnome drops as well. Like whatever you do to farm pets, maybe that battle has a chance of finding gnomes in it. Then maybe that would be the case. But no, I'm pretty sure whatever we'd have to specifically do to farm pets wouldn't be associated with that. We still don't really know. We know that there's some kind of pet rescue thing, but you don't really know much beyond the whole pet rescue thing. Like how we will target them down, if we can even target them down and stuff like that. So yeah, it's still in question as far as how all that works, and they've been really, really excessively vague on all of that. Also, hello Medieval, welcome, welcome. Let's see. Is it just you, or does it seem like sometimes Ragnargord does not get the amount of mana that it is on the board that you selected? Yes, some exploders are a bit buggy at times, where they do more than 100% or less than 70%. I mean, they do either 100% or less than 70% sometimes. It's a bit weird. They have been looking into it. I don't know if they've made like a major fix to that yet. Well, obviously they haven't. But I know they've been looking into it, and I don't know if I don't know if they're doing it next patch by that. But yeah, they are looking into it, and they are aware of the exploders sometimes doing more or less mana than they should be accumulating. More often than not, it's actually more mana than they should be accumulating, not less. But it does go both ways. Alright, let's go bring back the Bombots, because this is going to be the only week we can really go and use them, so we might as well keep using them a bit. I think we're going to maybe go back to the Deep Borer version. We won't get the Sphinx extra gold, but it just works so much better. The classic Deep Borer with Black Managle, and we'll be good to go. I remember when this was the best team in the game. It actually still is pretty decent. It's definitely nowhere near what I would consider the best, though, but still gets the job done. When it's 20%, it's still amazing. This has actually been the second time this team has had 20% down the line. Well, except not down on the Deep Borer, but everything else is 20%. Okay. We're gonna take that as reds. See if we can get Deep Borer. We were getting really bad Deep Borer luck the first time we were messing around with this team. That's why we actually switched into Sphinx. That and for the extra gold, of course. But so far, so bad again. Just does not want to play well. So we'll go get that down. Maybe get another Deep Borer, because I don't believe Black Manacles is anywhere near enough. Again, it misses. Wow. Well, we'll go throw this down again. He has no way of actually hitting it directly. We'll throw that down. And, ooh, that revive. That is not what I want to be seeing. That's another reason why this team generally doesn't really get used these days. If that dies to Death Mark, we essentially auto-lose. And not just that, but it gets so slow once you get to this point in the battle. If they keep reviving. Like, if he keeps reviving off that, he could actually win. Okay, good. We did not die to Death Mark, and he did not revive. And there we go. Do we have enough damage to take out a 3 trophy? I think we do. We'll find out. If we don't, we'll find out. That's one of the other reasons why I kind of stopped getting used to. Because it doesn't have enough stats to actually keep up with the scaling of HP and armor in the game. Because if we go and cycle through everything right now, I'm pretty sure we actually don't have enough damage to wipe. Let me throw a Black Manacle first, just so we get some mana generation. Oh, you know what? It actually does have enough damage to wipe, assuming they're at base stats and they don't barrier or anything else. Like an HP buff or an armor buff. I do not trust it against goblins, though. Oh, I also don't trust it against barrier. I was just saying how bad it is against that. Let's just do it on this one, I guess. Pets are likely going to be pay to win. I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised. I definitely hope they won't be. Especially, the biggest issue that could really come with that, if you can even speed them up at all while spending gems or other resources, is, someone did say, though I haven't heard Salty actually confirm it, though I'm pretty sure it is correct, that all pets will be active at once. And this could be a little bad, because if all pets are indeed active at once, that could lead to, obviously, getting them quicker would, in return, be a lot more resources. While I do believe most of them, if not all of them, only give you higher resources gains, That's still going to be a lot of extra resources. And I guess technically you can look at the VIP system and say that that's kind of already implemented in the game. And this is just another way to kind of gain it without doing VIP. So if that is kind of the case, then it's a little bit more understandable. But we'll have to see exactly what their functionality is. If they do stats in any way, shape, or form, then that would start to become an issue if you can speed through that. Because then you'd just be able to buy extra stats that way. Which would obviously be pay to win, if that was the case. Because whoever would throw out the resources the quickest would have the highest stats. Which I guess you can kind of look at kingdom upgrades the same way. But that's supposed to be a long-term goal that you can easily reach. We don't know exactly how long-term the pets will be or exactly how we farm them or anything like that. So it's hard to really gauge it at the moment. But yeah, many people have reported the whole mana accumulation thing off Explosion. They haven't really gone around to fixing it, which hopefully they will sometime in the future. Because that's been a pretty big concern. Exploders in general have been a pretty big concern in the game. Mainly because for the longest time they have been probably the biggest factor to making the unbalance that exists in this game. Basically every exploder in the game. Of course, the only nerf they've done to Explosion so far is they nerfed it from 100% mana accumulation down to 70%. But they did say that they could look into maybe lowering it as low as 50% in the future. They would have to see how it functions, and just like with Doom Skulls and stuff like that. They didn't specifically state that, but I think that's what they were actually referring to when they mentioned that a while back. When they said that they would have to look at it after, like, some kind... I forget exactly what their wording was, but they said they would have to look at it in the future. And I'm pretty sure that that's what they meant when Doom Skulls came out. Well, we'll do that over. We'll go through another Bombot. Oh, I should have threw Black Manacle first. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. Unless he gets enough HP, it's still going to be wipe. And down it goes. And we're still accumulating the useless event gems. How many are we up to? Not that many. I don't even think we're up to 1,000 yet, but it's nice to see them grow. Yeah, we're almost at 1,000. Not like it matters. Doesn't make any difference if we do or do not reach 1,000. The only thing we really need to keep farming is just the gold up. That's the only resource I really need to be focusing on at the moment, I think. Because we'll be needing that for New Kingdom. Or at least that's the most immediate resource that we're going to be needing in the near future. Hello, Plumpko! Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Okay, we'll go through a Black Manacle in there. Hopefully we get a Devour. That's one less of them that will have to explode. Nope, no Devour. I guess it doesn't matter that much. They're going to just explode anyways, even if I do nothing. All I have to do is keep passing my turn and we win. What else do we move? Also, they did say that they're going to be doing something in the future to kind of address people being able to set just ridiculously weak teams on defend. They just don't know exactly how to address it. They said later this year they're going to be doing a PvP overhaul of some kind, and probably then is when they're going to get around to it. Though unfortunately, based on what they said, it sounds like it's coming in like November or December. It could be the last update of the year. And normally their last update of the year is like mid-December. But it could be a while before they actually tweak PvP. It's probably been the most tweaked game mode actually in the game. PvP, that is. I think they've tweaked it 6 or 7 times now from what it originally was. Which one do we even go for here? I don't want to have to fight the goblins. So I guess we'll just go into this one. Though then again, we'll have the issue of the mana drain in this team. Hello, Jan! Welcome! Also, hello, Adam. Is it worth crafting Queen Isabel this week or saving your event keys? Let's see. Well, wouldn't crafting her save you your event keys? I don't understand that question. Because both of them are the exact same thing. Because if you buy a Queen Isabel, you'd be saving event keys that you wouldn't need to use later. So they both are basically the same thing. No, I don't believe a New Kingdom Legend is coming out when it's getting released. So there wouldn't be any need to actually use event keys that week, for the most part. Unless you just wanted to. Yeah, only the Epic for the game mode and just an Ultra Rare through Glories coming into the game. So there wouldn't be any need to throw event keys on that week unless you wanted to try getting Anu, because the Mythic is within the Kingdom. But no particularly good Legends are there. Well, you get Shadow Dragon and you get her. But I mean, other than her, you don't get anything else that's really noteworthy. It's just that and the Mythic, pretty much. But yeah, I wouldn't really bother throwing event keys that week. So I would say if you do want to get her and have her for that, I'd say craft her now. It is a bit of a waste to craft almost every legend in the game, though. So do keep that in mind, because you're eventually going to have every legend in the game, whereas mythics you will not. So it's generally best to save diamonds for mythics. Though if you did really want her for that week and just to have her in general, then it would be worth it. But if you don't really have much of an interest in her, or if you feel like you're only going to use her for the raids, then you might just want to skip on her. Because there actually is a chance to summon her. You have a 50% chance of the new troop that is coming in from the raids to be able to summon her. So even if you don't own her, you can still summon it. So technically you'll still have her even without having her through that. Of course you'd have to go and summon it and then go through all that hassle, but you would still technically have it even without having any copies of her. Because you can still summon and transform into things you don't have. It's just you don't get any traits or anything on them. And they're always base ascension since you obviously haven't upgraded them at all if you don't have it. Let me switch to a different team. I need to go into a safer team to go take our revenge. Can't let our revenge get away from us. If you have 3,800 diamonds, I would say don't get her then. If you're that close to getting a mythic, don't bother with her. Because that means by the end of next week, you'll have enough to craft a mythic. And what if Infernus comes out next week? You would definitely want Infernus over getting a Queen Isabel, that is for sure. So I would say don't get her then. Because there's a decent possibility Infernus may be available next week. And if it is, you'd probably want to go into that. That or Fair Shra, of course. But either or. Depends which one you really want. There also is in question if this guy is finally getting nerfed or not. I do not know for sure, so do keep that in mind. There's been no confirmation that he will be, though they have talked about it in the past. If they were to nerf him, it probably wouldn't be anything so hard that he'd be unusable. It would just probably be a slight damage reduction. Like basically reverting the buff that he got a while back. He got a 6 damage buff several patches ago, and they'll likely just revert that buff. Either all of it or most of it when they do go and rebalance him. Let's see. I'll go through that down. Get our explosion. See if we have this going anywheres. I do not believe we do. We have too few yellows, too few reds. They'll have full mana at next turn anyway, so we'll just go grab that. Well, apparently it's still our turn. Diviner, can you do anything? Yes, you can. Right on purple. So we'll go grab that. Double check for alignment, which we do not have, so we'll go in and throw an Infernus. That gets the kill up there. See if we can get any alignments and be good to go. No, never mind. I guess we could take like 3 skulls. Maybe get some Cascade, go from there. Okay, well at least we got the mana back to refire. And now we just need to poke it with anything. And that'll be that. We'll go throw that right in there. Hit it with an Infernus, and down it goes. In this team, what's a good replacement for Infernus? I believe Queen Titania. 1 second. Let me double check what we're actually using. The full thing. Oh, no, never mind. You can't Queen Titania this team. It would have to be a red, yellow to function correctly. Basically, the biggest red yellow you have. So, Goblin Rocket would be the cheapest, though definitely wouldn't really work that well. But you could technically do it. It would take forever. But let's see. What's every red yellow you have as options for damage? So, viable replacements. Guard's Avatar, though that's also still mythic. Bull Taurus. Champion of Anu to a slight degree, though not really that advised. Gerudo would be decent. Goblin Rocket would be decent, but would take forever to eventually win. Infernus is obviously what we're already using. King Silenus would be functional. Let's see. Pengalong. Oh, never mind. I forgot. That's what you use, Pengalong. I already went over this a while back as its replacement. But yes, you would end up using a Pengalong. The reason for this is it's you can get it for free. It's a Kingdom Epic that you get from Shentang, just from completing out the Kingdom. Not only that, but you have 2 things that does enchants. You have Divine Ishbala, and you have Diviner for a full team at a 1 in 3 chance. So you could easily run with this. Let me go run it against a real team. Well, apparently none of these are real teams. You got to go to casual PvP just to find a real team. That's pretty sad. Okay, there's a real team. It's a Gorgoltha-leaded dragon team. So we'll go against this. See if we can get a Mercy anywheres. Go get Diviner up. That'll give us some, hopefully, a full enchant to everything. Of course, when we need it, it doesn't give it to us. We'll go and get a Mercy down. Divine Ishbala has a guarantee at least 2 of them if we can actually get alignment, and we do. So there's 2 enchants, so that's 4 additional damage. So that brings us up to 25 damage when we go and do that. Assuming they still stay enchanted. Of course, you lose enchant whenever they cast their ability. We do have alignment there, so let me actually go for that again. See if we can get even more enchants onto the board. Maybe get some diviners in there to try getting a magic buff just so we have better damage. Unfortunately, that did not do that. Double check the rest of the board, see if we have skull alignments. Well, we have that. That's not the skull alignment I mean reds to skulls, which we do not have. So I guess we'll go and just throw a Pengalong down, get 25 damage because we have 2 enchants. Still no lines, so I guess we'll just go and wait it out. Maybe take some manas. Try getting another Pengalong down. And I guess we'll just take a yellow because most of this other stuff we can't really use. Or you know what, let's take a red. Because I want to try keeping the yellow on the board if we can. But then again, I guess we technically have to keep the red on the board too. We'll go throw that down. Get another one of those hits in. Oh, we do have alignment. Never mind. We got it right there. Nice. The last little bit of our mana. That thing's enchanted. I forget if it boosts ratios off itself. We're about to find out in a second. I think it does? I don't even know what to say for that. We'll find out right now. Let's see. It's gonna either do 25 damage or 23. If it does 25, it boosts based on itself being enchanted. If it does 23, that is not the case. 23, it does not boost based on itself. It disenchants before it does its ability. So that means the max it could ever do is 6 times boost ratio. Or, you know, 6 additional damage to all enemies. And that's if every other troop other than your Pengalong is enchanted. Because it automatically removes it from itself before it calculates its ability. Which seems a bit odd that it would do that, but that is how it functions. And that's match. Yeah, that would be the replacement then. Pengalong. Not only is it divine, it still does the damage. And you have it synergy with enchants. It's definitely not the best thing you could put there, but it's the cheapest thing. Because it only takes like a half an hour to go unlock a Pengalong from Shentang. Just clear out the kingdom and you got it already. And you might already have it laying around even if you haven't done the kingdom. Oh yeah, no problem, Dickvero. Let's see. Guaranteed if I buy her this week, it'll be in Furnace. I know, right? Yeah, if you're that close to crafting a mythic, definitely do not get her. I would only say that if you already have like maybe like 5,000 plus diamonds, would it be worth maybe getting a copy of her? But yeah, if you're like only 200 or 300 or only a few hundred away from the next mythic in diamonds, definitely keep saving for that mythic instead of getting a legend. Anyways, let's go replace this back with in Furnace for when we need to go use it again. Actually, speaking of needing to go use it again, let me go use it again. You know what? Let's actually go through Guard's Avatar against this. Haven't been running him that often, but he is my favorite stun team. So we'll go Honor Apothecary, Honor Apothecary, Guard's Avatar, Corvash. The reason I'm going a full stun team is he's using those troops that have that annoying 100% revive. And it's one of the easiest ways to deal with it is using a Corvash, since you can just keep stunning his entire team. And when his entire team is stunned, not only will we be able to get a boost ratio for our Honor, we will also be able to make sure he doesn't revive. And then we could just one-shot Guard's Avatar him. It's one of the few things I still use Guard's Avatar for. He's still a really decent troop, but this is the one context where I actually tend to still use him compared to other options, is against this specific team right here. It's a really niche thing to try to counter, but at least it does indeed counter it. So what we do here is just keep doing this on blue. Ideally, we'll keep extra turning infinitely until we just go into one shot. I need to make sure he's completely stunned on everything before I do it. Actually, you know what? Oh no, we'll keep going. I was gonna say I could just Corvash him and then go from there, but because those are the only two not stunned. Unfortunately, the other one just got unstunned, and we're really missing hard with these abilities. We'll go convert out the red, which actually helped us quite a bit because now we have alignment. I don't think we did prior. And throw it down one more time. Hopefully get that stunned. There we go. And that's match. This Guard's Avatar kill it. And there we go. And of course the reason why we do the Honor as well specifically, not only does it boost ratio off a stun, it gives us additional armor, which of course goes into Guard's Avatar. Okay, well let's use Divine against Divine. Since he's using Divines. It's the one other thing that Divine Ishabel is pretty decent against. Anything that has like a frontline rusher. Because you can get Skull Spam on her pretty quick compared to most other Skull options. Doesn't take that long, especially if she wasn't blocked. You shouldn't ever unblock her, though, because if you had it the other way around, she'll have situations after she converts where she has nothing to do. Like, if we did this right now, we would most likely have nowheres to use her. Okay, of course it would prove me wrong when I'm trying to make a point. But normally, after you cast her, you wouldn't have any alignment on the board. And, like right now, after we just cast her, we have no way to recast her, so you need a board clear. But if you have her in front of your board clear, you wouldn't be able to get the board clear off. Because she would have stolen all the mana from it. So you would need to go cast this. But if it's blocked, then you would have her with mana, and then a board clear that doesn't have mana. Whereas if you put it the other way around, you can easily get this thing mana through your mana generators. And then if you don't have the board aligned, then you can just clear it out. And if you do have the board aligned, you can just cast her like that. We'll go take that. And one more will do it if we have it. I don't believe we do. Oh, never mind. We can just Infernus. What am I doing? Just take that. Infernus dead. Which I probably didn't even need that skull, but just in case. Overkill it. Yeah, Ferris Raw was just available the other week, but hopefully he'll be back sometime soon, TM. Yeah, I have no clue what's even up with the Soulforge these days. But, because it doesn't seem to be on rotation, even though they have kind of said it maybe in the past, but apparently they haven't implemented it. So who knows when whatever will come around in Soulforge. Seems to be completely random at the moment. Alright, we'll go through that down. See if we can get Divine Ishpala in here. Probably on the green. I mean, not Divine Ishpala, I meant Diviner. Too many things with Divine in their name. Actually not that many. I think there's like 3-4 troops in the game that have Divine in their name, specifically. And yeah, now we'll get Divine Ishpala. Put that down, Mercy it, clear the board, gives us the mana we need. And we are aligned on skulls too. I guess we'll kill it that way, why not? We could have also Infernused, but that gives us a map that way. Not like we need a map, but a map's a map. Actually, let's go use that map. We haven't done a map for a while. Let's go play a real map out real quick after we take our tribute. We got a 15 times tribute before the stream started. Hopefully we'll get another big one. Only 8 times. That's about average, I think, for me, with how many kingdoms upgrades I have right now. Yeah, let's go use that map. Haven't done a map for a little while. Let's go see how far we can go with it. Oh, that wasted a little bit of its resources. What do we need? So many small resources down here I need to deal with. I'm gonna move that over. I'm probably trying to overdo these smaller resources down here. Sometimes it might just be better just to keep repicking until you don't have as many smaller resources towards the bottom. Alright, let me get rid of that coin. Condense all that. We need to do something with these bronze. I think we have enough to match those into the other one. So move that down. These need to not drop all the way. I think I need one of them to come down, but that's it. Move that over. I'm trying to do this into a long map, and it's probably not even going to go that far. Let's see. It's mainly just because of how bad the start was. So move that over. Take our 5 times. Oh, which way do we take this? This actually matters quite a bit. Yeah, I think we'll take it that way, actually. At least keep the bronze coins to the side if we're going to have them on the board. Ooh, we could take that to preserve our turn, but I almost feel like it's better to take the lower one. Problem is, I can't really do anything with that silver coin. Unless we could move that silver coin into it. I have a few bronze down here that I won't be able to move immediately. We actually move that first. Because we can go get those two together when we get a silver down there, if we do get a silver down there. So we'll go do that. That gets rid of these bronze coins that are just sitting here. That'll be one annoyance down. Oh, but then we'll have a silver coin. We're going to just be replacing one issue with another issue. That's the only problem with that. So we'll go do it that way then. Maybe we'll find another bronze to get down here, because we're going to need to get the silver away anyways, regardless of what we do. So go, let's grab that. Take the extra turn from up there. Gonna need to get these bags out the way. Take the 5 times right there. You think I actually moved the chest down? Because then we can go take that and automatically get that in there. We'll go grab that. We can actually get rid of that bronze for free, so that's nice. We'll move that over just to condense some of it. This bronze coin needs to be moved over there. I might actually just condense it by taking that down. Because now we have another bronze coin that we could use for those. Still have 13 moves left. I don't want to move this red chest too far to the right. I need to keep it exactly where it is, actually. So I might just move these bags over. It'll also allow us to get rid of that bronze coin, I believe. We get rid of the silvers, too. So we can do both those simultaneously. We'll do that. Oh, oops. I thought that would be one lower. My bad. I guess I could lower these, but I would need a bag in this area, and there's no bag. That bronze coin right there is actually the most annoying one, I think. That one has to go. Actually, I think that bronze coin just completely messed up this battle. RIP. I think we lost to a bronze coin. Are there good teams you recommend to counter mana drain? Scion, Rag, Famine, Spirit Fox. The easiest way to get rid of that, or to deal with those at the moment, is just to run with things that have Mana Shield at the moment. Or the Ancestry thing. Anything that has immune to mana drain. Things like Dark Maiden, Diviner, and those two mainly. As mana generators, or Yagway as a damage source are some of the biggest ones I'm aware of. I know there's a few other ones here and there too. But mainly, you'd want to have like 2 or more mana drain immunities on your team to really be able to deal with that easily. Okay, how do we get rid of all these bronze coins here? We have several of them. Oh! Was that at 5 times? I think that was just a 5 times. Did I just miss that? I think I did. It was a 5 times! No! There's a free 5 times at the top. I wasn't looking at... Oh, well. I was looking at the other 5 times it was setting up that I just took. Slight fail. Oh, well. And now there's a bunch of gold coins there I can't use. Because we didn't take it for 5 times. Yeah, we'll go grab that. Yeah, there's no point in taking that now. Oh, you know what? Yes, there is. I think that gold thing will be exactly... No, it's 1 off. Never mind. Gosh, so bad at maps. We'll go move that over. Take that one down. This is why I don't play out my maps. They pretty much just end up like normal maps whenever I try playing out. Though that was a pretty bad starting board. But still. Oh, you know what? Since we had this bronze coin there, let me go try moving that down. Because I still need to get rid of that bronze coin. That's still an issue. I'm not going to take these because this one needs to be the one that goes away. I need a bag right over there. I need to get a silver coin like right there somehow. I don't think I can. Not without moving the bronze, which is kind of defeat the purpose of what we're trying to do there. What do we do with this? A lot of this board are congested. Those 2 bronze coins are messing it up a lot too. Those 2 bronze and that 1 silver. Because there's no way to get to them with any resource that would actually condense them. I'm just going to have to ignore that bronze coin. I think I'm going to have to take those. Grab that down. And these 2 silver are going to be annoying too. Particularly the bottom one right there. Because it's in the middle of everything. And I just took away the silver that could have taken away that silver as well. Which makes it even worse. Well, we'll take that 5 times. Since we won't miss it this time off the top. Go grab that. Another red chest right next to the other red chests. If nothing else, at least we might get 1 vault. So at least we didn't completely fail on this map. I'll go move that over so we can take it right into it 5 times. Oh, you know what? We might be able to take these bronze coins low enough. We can go do that. Oh, never mind. It won't be low enough, but... Oh, well. Yeah, I'm not even going to bother. We'll take it that way, then. So we can go take the silver away. Because that's the other issue in this area. Do I move a green underneath? No. Because then I can't take a red chest. Oh, wait, yes, I can. No, I can't. Because then I can't convert the greens into them. I think I take it for 5 times, so we do that. Move that over. Oh, but then I still can't take them. That still relieves us with the exact same problem. That didn't fix it at all. Alright, we'll move that down. What to take? Get that over. Take it 5 times. How do I get a green chest here? Oh, I see how we do it. Oh, we got a vault. Okay, good. Making some progress. So we'll go take that over. Trying to make sure I don't mess anything up over there. There's no 5 times or anything, so I can't really mess it up. And there's a vault. There we go. Let's see if we can get 2 vaults just for fun. I wasn't even trying to get the 2nd vault, so probably not. We'd have to get pretty lucky from here to actually be able to get it. Let's see. I still need to get rid of these annoying bronze coins. There's still too many of them on the board. In various areas. Actually, I probably should have done that move. That barely even did anything for us. Do I get rid of these? The problem is we have this bronze coin that's lurking around. We'll go move that down. Those I'm actually going to keep there because I want to lower them down so we can go get those together. Because I want to get rid of that bronze coin. Now I need to get rid of these few silver somehow. By getting the chests next to each other. Not sure how we do that though. Oh, yes I do. We do that down. Oh no, that doesn't get them near each other though. But at least it cascades all that, so at least it kind of worked out still. And then we can get another red chest right there. Oh, we might get a double vault. We might. We don't have any need to, but it would be fun to. We'll go get that. Maybe we'll get gem keys out of them. Do I condense this? Problem is we're gonna have that one silver in the middle there. That could get in the way of everything. But, oh, what other way do I have to drop it? I guess I could take this bag up and then take the silver. But then that'd be wasting 2 turns just to do that. Yeah, these 2 silvers are a problem. I guess I could technically move the bronze into their location. And do that. Move that over. Let's see. Problem is these green chests are way too far away from the other red chests if we actually do want to vault it. Which isn't going to make it possible at all. Yeah, I think we lost right here. There's no good moves around anywheres. Can't even try setting something up with that few turns left. I might as well not even take the greens because we're that far in. Yeah, it's not worth it. No good move. I guess we'll go take that over. Well, at least we got a chest right there, but that's not really going to make much of a difference. Guess we'll just take that. And yeah, that's the end of the line. That's the end of the line. Oh well. It was a good run. And that's that. That's what our one map gave us. And we got 5 gems out of the vault, which is pretty pitiful, but it's better than 0, I guess. That gets us a total of 12 glory, 2 glory keys, 8 gems, 48 souls, and 883 gold. Was that worth it? No. But at least we got 8 gems and 2 glory keys, I guess. But then again, we could have gotten more glory keys out of the glory from PvP. And the only real reward we really got from that was 8 gems, I guess. Which I guess is not horrible, but definitely not a lot for, like, what, 10 minutes that we just spent in that map? This is why I don't play maps out normally. It's a lot more efficient resource-wise just to spam through them like crazy. Because doing it like that is just a bit of a waste. But anyways, guys, I'm going to be heading out for now. We will be back same time tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 1 hour prior to now tomorrow. We'll be going over all the new event stuff, the Willow that's coming in, which is basically like a better damage source of Sylvania more that works with beasts. Of course, 2-year anniversary will be this Monday in 2 days, so we'll have that as well right around the corner. And we'll hopefully have the progress video on how to progress through the game, the video that many people have been requesting for a while. Basically the progression system of what you should be focusing on from basically beginning when you first start out as a new player all the way till the extreme end game where we'd be at this point where we pretty much have everything. They need to add a mechanic like Gold, Storm, etc. for treasure maps. Oh, that would be really funny. I highly doubt they would ever do that. I really hope they do add another game mode like Treasure Hunt that's actually worth playing. Not that Treasure Map Hunt isn't, it's just, I don't know, it definitely could be better. I definitely, most of the time, would rather spend my time in PvP resource-wise than spend it in Treasure Hunt. But anyways, guys, hope you all have a good night. Hope you all have a wonderful rest of your weekend, and I will see you all later. Goodbye, everyone.